Sports, where athletes bring us career-defining moments.
The Miami Heat, they've done it. They win their first championship in franchise history.
Tomlinson off the left side. Tomlinson sidesteps. Hello, history books.
Dynasties being created and destroyed.
Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
And of course, the unthinkable.
This is caught. Diggs, sideline, touchdown, unbelievable. Vikings.
And me? Well, I'm here to give you the truth. The one aspect that will never lie, the numbers. YouTube! What's going on, man? Back at you with another video. It's your boy, Numbers Fan Jay. And y'all know what it is, man. We just completed Wild Card Weekend, and what a weekend it was. Some very surprising outcomes, to say the least. At least from my perspective, I didn't think that three of these teams would be winning, would be advancing in the playoffs. But we got some news to get into before we get to our analysis. Of course, Jason Garrett is gone. It is official. It was made official to him today. He's out of there. And guess who just stepped in? Mike McCarthy, the former Packers head coach, Super Bowl winning head coach, the guy that we believe brought the best out of Aaron Rodgers. Didn't end well for him in Green Bay, but he did find a job rather quickly, similar to Ron Rivera, who found a job in Washington. Now that division has two new head coaches. It might be a completely new division next year. We'll see how that goes. Quarterback from Alabama, Tua, has declared for the NFL draft. There was some controversy after he got hurt whether he was going to go back to Alabama or go for the draft. He has decided in his press conference today that he is going to declare for the NFL draft. So congratulations to him. Now going into some analysis. We had two overtime games this weekend. Starting off with the first one, overtime game. Bills at Texans. Texans pulled out the win. We got this one wrong. The Bills choked away a 16-0 lead. How? Who knows? But only the Bills can lose a game like this. J.J. Watt had one sack, one tackle for a loss. He did impact the game. Wasn't dominant, but he did have some great plays, some great moments. Houston had 33 rushes for 141 yards and a touchdown. We talked about them not being able to commit to the run. Well, this game, they did. At least Deshaun Watson did. He did run a few times. Those do count as rushing yards. Even though it's not a handoff, those do count as rushing yards. They matter. Houston did a great job running the ball. The Bills' rushing offense also did good. 30 rushes for 172 yards. Josh Allen ran for 92 yards himself. He blew a chance to end the game by taking back-to-back sacks in regulation that moved Buffalo out of field goal range. It was kind of inexplicable. It was one of those moments where you go, yeah, that's definitely his first time in the playoffs. So just two really bad plays that changed the momentum of this game in a critical moment. He went 24 out of 46, which is not a good percentage of completed passes. 264 yards, one fumble, one receiving touchdown. Didn't throw a touchdown, didn't run one, but he did catch one on a trick play that was pretty nice. He took a hit at the end, but he scored. Didn't look bad in this playoff game. He just wasn't as good as he needed to be in order to win. So that is what it is. But Titans at Patriots, maybe what the world wasn't expecting was the Titans come in and get this win. This is the first time the Patriots have lost at home since 2012, the AFC title game. Brady was held to 20 out of 37, 209 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Actually, one pick, at the very end. Titans had 0 sacks. So this game really showed that Brady couldn't complete his passes, whether it be on him missing the target or his receiver dropping the ball or running the wrong route. Just couldn't find a way to get going in the passing game. The Titans did win a turnover battle 2-1 in this game. We talked about turnovers being a big part. Patriots leading the league in turnover differential. This game, they did not do so well in that category. Belichick has now been knocked out by his former player. I said former coach. I meant to say former player last time. First time he's coached against a former player in the opposing head coach position, and he lost in the playoff game. So, huge thing there. Vikings at Saints. We got this one wrong as well. We picked the Saints. We actually had the Saints going to the Super Bowl. But yet again, they came up short. This is another overtime game. The Saints lost the turnover battle 2-1. We talked about them having the least amount of giveaways in the whole NFL coming into this game. Both of them were on Drew Brees. Drew Brees threw a bad interception. It was in a double coverage. Kind of a throw where I was going, is this Drew Brees? Where's Drew Brees? There's no way he just threw that. And then towards the end of regulation, they had a chance to go take the lead, maybe put the game away. At home, Drew Brees fumbles the ball. He gets hit. The ball didn't even get hit. He got hit in like the tricep area and just lost the ball. So, very bad. Actually, in this game, Taysom Hill played better than Drew Brees. As odd as that sounds, Taysom Hill had a 50-yard throw down the field. It was a beautiful ball. Had a lead block on a touchdown. Was the leading rusher in this game for the Saints. And he caught a touchdown that helped keep the Saints in the game in the fourth quarter. So, overall, he had a better game than Drew Brees. The Vikings held Alvin Kamara to 55 total yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 3 yards per carry, and about 4 yards per reception. So, they really made Alvin Kamara a non-factor. He scored 1 touchdown, but that was it. Kirk Cousins, on the other hand, had 1 touchdown, no turnovers, and the bomb to Adam Thielen was the prettiest pass he threw all game. Wasn't exactly like precise, like on the money, but it was in the right spot. He made the right read. If he throws it a little bit further, Thielen scores on that play. Thielen made a great adjustment to the ball, but nonetheless, it was the right throw. He made the throw. Got to give him credit where credit is due. He also threw the game-winning touchdown to Rudolph. He saw the matchup, Rudolph on the cornerback, threw it up. Now, was it pass interference? I do believe it was, but the Saints should never been in that position. Drew Brees should have never fumbled the ball in regulation. It just shouldn't have happened. But that is what it is. Seahawks at Eagles. To end the wild card weekend, I did get one right. This is the one I got right. 1-3. On the weekend, Russell Wilson, 18 out of 30, 325 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 45 yards rushing. DK Metcalf, 7 catches for 160 yards. No turnovers for either team, so that was good. Seattle didn't allow 1 touchdown, though. So this defense stepped up. Carson Wentz did get hurt in this game, and that proved to be another big factor. Can't really predict the injuries. You just can't. Josh McCown went 18 out of 24. Wasn't good enough. Seahawks got a defensive battle. I thought it was going to be high scoring. Carson Wentz's injury does affect this game in multiple ways. But, of course, it's Victory Monday, so it's time to flip the M to a dub. We got the 3 biggest questions from Wild Card Weekend. Who, what, and why? Who's most responsible for blowing the Bills' lead? They had a 16-0 lead. I honestly thought that I predicted this game perfectly. The Bills are playing great. They're about to wrap it up, and they give the game away. Inexplicably, they had the one play that just changed the entire outcome of the game. There's a blitz off the edge. Deshaun Watson gets sandwiched between 2 DBs. Somehow stays upright. Throws to a wide open man who runs all the way down to like inside the 10-yard line. By this time, it's overtime. It's over. It's pretty much over. They're about to score. But that play just was absolutely ridiculous. But I don't know. I don't know who's to blame the most. you look at the defense, you hadn't allowed any points, and suddenly you give up 22. You look at the offense, you score 16, and then you just 3 points from that point forward. Just play really conservative. I don't know if you want to say that, you want to use that word there, but just couldn't get it done. Couldn't get it done. What is going to happen with Tom Brady, and also what's going to happen with Carson Wentz? So Tom Brady is a free agent this summer. They asked him about his future with the Patriots. He said he really doesn't really know. There's nothing set in stone at this point. I don't like their response. I think he's gonna go ahead and retire. That's what I think. But I don't know, man. That's tough to decide. If he does play, I don't know that the Patriots will re-sign him because they don't re-sign their players. They just don't do it. Carson Wentz, on the other hand, just can't stay healthy. He can't do it. It's been a while since we've seen Carson Wentz healthy. Last time we did, he was looking like an MVP. He still hasn't played a playoff game, a complete playoff game. He hasn't done it. So I don't know what the next step is for Carson Wentz and the Eagles. I just don't know what to do. Why? Why can't the Saints make it back to the Super Bowl? This has been on my mind forever. I just can't seem to understand. The last 6 years for the Saints is just unbelievable ways to lose. The Beast Quake run, lost against the 49ers at the end of the game, lost against the Vikings twice now, the Rams game, you can't lose anymore. There are no more ways left to lose New Orleans. There's no more ways left. I don't get it. Somebody made a post on Facebook the other day, and it was like, are the Saints still paying for Bounty Gate? And I was like, wow, I never thought about that. And Bounty Gate was against the Vikings, who beat them twice. This is just, it's mind-blowing. But thank y'all for watching, man. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you're new, thank you for your view. I appreciate you. We'll be back Thursday with more Super Bowl predictions. I have to redo that whole thing. My Super Bowl champion is gone, and I don't know, man. It's your boy Jay. We out of here.